take me through the steps into basically the grooming process, because you do talk about that in detail, but for people who are not familiar with how the grooming process is.
In order to really understand where that comes from, we have to go back to when, before I even met her, right? So I grew up in a household that was hypersexualized, right? We were always surrounded by people. My parents were addicts, and there were always different types of people living in our home. So I had already been preconditioned to accept older women as partners prior to meeting her. And with her process, though, it was different, right? So you see a kid who is troubled, that is struggling, and you provide something kind for them. You know, it's the same. Something similar actually happened to my little sister as well, with her, the father of her child, where she was 14 years old, he was 20. We were living by ourselves, and he comes and he offers her a steak sandwich, and you start to feel that sense of relief. Oh, this person's here to help me, and so it started with, the cake. The birthday cake was the first. First, it actually was the kind words all the time. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, you're so much different than these other kids. You don't really belong here. Isolating me from my peers immediately. Then the birthday cake. No one ever, me and my sister actually talked about this the other day, where how much does a cake from Tops cost, right? Like $10, probably, right? And this is back in the 90s, it was like $8, right? It's $7 or $8. And my parents never got us birthday cakes. Like, we didn't celebrate birthdays. We didn't have time for us as individuals. We didn't have Christmases. We didn't get gifts. So when someone gave me a cake and a card and, a t-shirt, that was monumental for me. That was something that I hadn't seen, and I couldn't tell you when the last time we had a celebration. Mm-hmm. So it's the strategic placement of understanding. I didn't realize then that she was gathering intel about me to utilize for that process. So when someone's asking about your family life or your siblings or your home, especially in that type of situation, and you're a kid, you're just answering the questions. You don't think anything of it. And I had learned to just sort of tell the basics of it. But I know as an adult, as a trained professional, she could see through sort of what my actual experience was like. So it's those building blocks, right? Like, first you start off with, hey, here's something for you. You're different, you're special, you're better. Mm-hmm. Then here's something for you for being different and special and better. Oh, you're so special, you're so different. And then next thing you know, it escalates into things that additional privileges, rides home, here's a little money for yourself, and the next thing you know, you're in a full blown, situation with someone.